Afternoon everybody, I'm Kunal Gagneja and welcome to my channel. Please like the video and do subscribe to it. And today I will be talking about fundamentals of networking. Networking is present everywhere. It has become basic need. No one knows when and how networking started. Rumors range from smoke signals to pigeons. Okay, I'm talking about hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. Telegraph was an innovation that was ahead of its time and simple. It was the beginning of real networking. The communication which required weeks could be done instantaneously. Data communication means communicating between two devices over a distance. The communication system is combined of network hardware and software. Computer networks are at the intersection of telecommunications and computing. Computer networks are also called data transmission networks or datacom. The efficiency and speed of networks kept on increasing with time. It was one of the reasons that mainframes came into existence. There was always need to connect computers from remote locations. Jitter, timeliness, accuracy, and delivery are the factors which determine the effectiveness of communication system. Message travels through the transmission medium from sender to receiver. Protocol is a common set of rules which can be understood by all the devices for communication. Any kind of data including text, image, number, audio or video can be sent on network. Data flow can be of three types, namely simplex, full duplex and half duplex. They are illustrated by figure 1.1. Data can be transmitted only in one direction in simplex mode. Half duplex mode is used when either the sender or the receiver can send one at a time but not simultaneously. Full duplex allows simultaneous communication at both the ends. These are the figures of sender receiver. As you can see, sender simplex communication is going in one direction, sender mainframe. Half duplex communication is that only one is transmitting at a time, sender receiver. In full duplex both sender and receiver are sending at the same time. Security, performance and reliability are the quality parameters which a network must meet. The time required to send a message from sender to receiver is called transit time. The time elapsed from inquiry to the response is called response time. Network performance depends on software, hardware, kind of transmission, medium, and number of users. Security and reliability can be improved at hardware, software, and algorithm level. There are two types of connections in the network, namely point to point and multi point. Point to point is dedicated link in which entire capacity is reserved between two devices. So it is a dedicated thing. Okay. Some of the examples are satellite or microwave links and infrared communication between remote and television. More than two devices can share single link in multi-drop or multi-point connection. The channel capacity was shared either temporarily or spatially. Representation of the data. Text is represented by series of zeros and ones. You already know some of the most common ways of representation of text is different encoding such as ASCII and Unicode. The full form of ASCII is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It was developed in US long time ago and is now outdated. ASCII is not used for representing numbers. Images and numbers are represented using bit patterns. Numbers are converted to binary from simplification. Some of the most common ways of representing colors are YCM, cyan, magenta, yellow, black, RGB. RGB stands for red, green, and blue. YCM stands for yellow, cyan, and magenta. There is one more thing, cyan, magenta, yellow, black. Okay. So let us assume that a pixel can have 24 bits. It includes 8 bits of red, green, and blue each. Audio refers to broadcasting or recording of music or sound. It is not discrete, it is continuous. Even a microphone creates continuous signal. Video refers to broadcasting or recording of a movie or picture. A video from a camera or TV is considered to be continuous entity. Different images are represented sequentially to give an idea of motion. Properties of networks. A network is the interconnection of devices capable of communication. A host or an end system can be security system, cellular phone, workstation, laptop, desktop, or a computer. A point-to-point network connects only the sender and the receiver. It provides dedicated link between two nodes. It can be wired or wireless. One of the examples is connection between infrared remote control and television. A multi-point connection connects multiple nodes at the same time. For example, multiple nodes are connected to mainframe. Multi-point is also called multi-drop connection. A single link was shared by more than two devices. Capacity of the channel is shared either temporarily or spatially. A spatial connection is one in which several users can share the link. A time shared connection is one in which users take turns. Different types of topologies. The four topologies are ring, bus, star, and mesh. It is one of the application areas of mathematics because this is one of the application areas of graph theory from mathematics. Different topologies are arrangements of nodes of network. The number of possible topologies increases exponentially with linear increase in number of nodes. That I will be discussing with mathematics. Now, this is a figure shows the various arrangements of topologies with three computers. On the other hand, figure 1.3 shows various combinations of topologies with four components. If computer is connected to all other nodes in the network, then it is called fully connected topology. Assuming there are n nodes, n into n minus 1 by 2 links are required to connect them fully. Mesh topology is modification of fully connected topology. It is obtained by removing some links from it. Nodes of the network are connected in ring topology since it allows transmission of data both in clockwise and counterclockwise directions. The properties of this topology are helpful in testing of the network and detecting faulty nodes. There is always a risk of entire network going down if one node fails in a ring topology. Star topology has all the devices connected to the central node. It is called the concentrator. Now here you can see various combinations of topologies with three components. I can also connect this one with this one and I can remove any of these two. So this is 3C2. You already know mathematics, it's simple maths. And as I told you, it increases exponentially with increase in number of nodes. When I take n to be equal to 4, this is how it will increase. Now these are the various topologies which are possible when n is equal to 4. Many concentrators can be used at a time in star topology as shown in the figure. It is called hierarchical tree or star. Any defect in any part of the bus topology makes the entire system disconnected. A hybrid topology consisting of multiple types of topology is shown in figure 1.4, and this is figure 1.4. I am showing the hybrid topology. As you can see, it is a combination of star, bus, ring, blah blah blah, all different types of topologies, mesh, then so it's a very beautiful subject. I will be talking about leaky bucket algorithms. I will be talking about sliding window protocol. All those things I will be talking about in future videos. Okay, so I will be talking about different types of networking. A local area network can be as small as connecting two hosts and as large as connecting a very large campus. A packet that goes from one node to another carries the address of the source and destination. Every host has got an address and identifier for unique identification. Earlier, the packet were sent to all the hosts, but technology has improved nowadays. Packet is only sent to the intended recipient. It is because of the smart connection switch. A switched WAN connects multi-point point-to-point WANs. Real-life implementations use combinations of multi-bus, LANs, WANs, switches, and routers. So this figure shows the LAN connected to switch or common cable. Switch, host. These are total 8 hosts, and these are connected to a switch. Multiple hosts connected to a switch. Wide area networks. The first wide area network enabled geographically distributed computers in different cities to connect. During the course of the development of WANs, many innovations came into existence. Some of them were packet switching, communication protocols with multi-layers, and routing of packets with heterogeneous nodes. The biggest innovation in WAN was discontinuing use of circuit switching. Packet switching proved to be more efficient to handle bursty traffic both theoretically and practically. In the early days, WANs often shared already existing communication infrastructure For example, telephone lines. The transmission rate of discrete computer data was limited to few kbps. These networks were limited in their service. Moreover, the distortion was too high. Network protocols in early LANs often had lower quality of communication. The procedure for data restoration and data control were complicated. One of the examples was that of X25. Lower rate analog channels were taken on lease from telephone companies. They were common for connecting switches and computers of WAN. In the year 1969, DoD or Department of Defense started a project to connect computers of research and defense centers. It was called the ARPANET. It was the foundation of the most popular wide area network, namely the Internet. ARPANET combined different computers with different hardware architectures and operating systems. Most of common of them was Unix. These kind of network operating systems allowed the system to organize data storage and distribute users. Progress of wide area networks were dependent on improvements in telephone networks. Local area networks, computers kept on becoming smaller, they kept on becoming more powerful. They started to consume less space and electricity. Smaller organizations could too afford to have their own computer. These innovations led to the inventions of local area network. Early users could exchange data automatically. Network connectors with users located in their offices, in other branches and offices. Different mini computers could be connected in the same organization. Adding microcomputers, terminals, and personal computers could further extend local area network. Usually, LANs extend till few dozen miles. Network topology is set of drivers, cables, connectors, network adapters, software, and mechanisms for transmitting data across links. Personal computers started becoming enough powerful to support software for networking. The roles and capabilities of nodes connected to LAN were enhanced because of improvements in hardware, software, and algorithms. Connecting to Ethernet became simple and easy. All that was required was networking software, standard connector, networking adapter, and standard cable. The speed of members of Ethernet family has only increased since 1990. Some of the examples are gigabit Ethernet and fast Ethernet. However, the differences between WAN and LAN are reducing because we are working on hybrid topologies. We are working on hybrid network architectures. Switching, that's interesting. It is of two types, circuit switching and packet switching. Actual implementations use a hybrid model consisting of both, which I have already told you in terms of LANs and WANs also. One of the examples of circuit switching is telephone network, but latest implementations are using both combinations of circuit and packet switching. Generally, the switching which is used in telephone networks do not have storage capability. They can only perform forwarding. Packet switching can perform both storing and forwarding. So it can possibly lead to delays when the network is already overloaded. The term internet is connection of networks, whereas capital I with internet is global network. The example shown in figure 1.6 shows four computers connected to four other computers using a packet switch network. The packets must be shown to end user in order which they were sent. Packet switching can possibly lead to delays. Okay. So this is a high capacity line, this is a low capacity line, orange is high capacity line, blue is low capacity line, and these are the queues, and these are the different types of the queues which you can see. Yes, their size does increase or increase. OSA model, this I will be discussing in next video. So thank you so much, and these are the references from where I have taken this data.